All right, you guys. So this is Joy back again. I didn't want to record the video for too long because I didn't know if YouTube will allow me to upload a video maybe like an hour long because that was about 36 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue on with the last bit of questions. It's actually quite a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. But again, I am Joy and I'm a coach for narcissistic abuse. I have been dealing with narcissists, borderlines, and I realized the borderline that I was dealing with, I think he was schizophrenia, you know? And again, I'll do a video about what's the difference between a borderline and a narcissist, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, the reason why I'm doing this channel and I have these videos up is because, you know, I know how this can affect you, like psychologically, mentally, and emotionally. And, you know, having someone tell you like they've been through it and sharing their experience, it'll help you heal. It helps all of us heal. And I just want to help as many people as I can. I want to feel like I'm giving back. And I want what I experienced, the hurt, the pain, the things that I experienced, I wanted to help someone else because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's the reason why I'm here, is to give back, to share my experience and give back. And you guys know I did mention that I went through another experience. It wasn't with the narcissist, but it was a relationship experience that I went through, which was very, very hurtful. It was something that hurt me, but I looked inside of myself and I said, all right, I know the universe is teaching me something and I will make a video about that. And also, not only do I make videos about narcissists, but I also make videos about personal development, motivation, inspirational things, you know, just motivating you to like be a better person, to live your best life, to really just get more out of your life. You know, I actually I got some books in the mail. I'm currently reading The Untethered Soul. It's actually really, really good. I'm on chapter 11. I'm hoping to finish it by tonight. It's the chapter says Pain and the Price of Freedom. It's actually a really easy read. It's by Michael A. Singer, so I would recommend all of you guys getting this book. And that's the key to healing, because that's what I'm trying to help everybody do. And I'm not going to say that I'm fully healed, but I'm definitely not where I used to be, thank God. But you got to heal yourself. You got to recover. You got to grieve. And that's tough because sometimes we don't want to go back to that place, you know, during our childhood, you know, when we were ignored and we wasn't seen, loved, heard. You know, we don't want to grieve that, but sometimes we have to, and it's tough, it's painful, but we got to realize that, you know, we're spirits having a human experience. Like we are like a soul, but we're living in a human body, you know, because this body, this is not who we are. This is just something, it's like a shell, you know. So even though we may have those emotions of, you know, pain and regret and shame and just whatever, resentment and bitterness, that doesn't mean that that's who we are. Those are just emotions that and feelings that we have to go through and experience. That's just a part of the human experience, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. And then, you know, like I said, I am a coach for narcissistic abuse, so I help coach people. I help them to get a better understanding, more insights on, you know, what happened in their relationship, a better perspective, and more understanding of what went on and how to make it better, how to stay away from the narcissist, how to recognize the signs, and, you know, when you're talking to meeting someone else, and how to get into a healthier relationship. And again, you guys, I am coming out with some audio courses, some video courses. I think things that could help you guys, you know, really recover and become a better person. And maybe you might want to give back and you want to become a life coach or a narcissistic abuse coach, or whatever the case is, you know. But that's why my purpose here is to help people recover and heal from narcissistic abuse. That, I think that's what my purpose is. And I'm going to continue to pursue what I think my life purpose is until God tells me to do something else. But that's what I feel like I'm here to do. And I'm going to do it. So yeah, let's go ahead. Sorry for the rant. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the next comment. It comes from Victoria Lainlaw. She says, the narc has one purpose, and that is to steal your soul. I agree. Val Shelby says, damn, why is there so many videos about narcissistic abuse nowadays? Well, because narcissistic abuse is very, like, people are starting to wake up to the epidemic of what's been going on, you know. It's something that's very hidden. Like, a lot of people don't really talk about narcissistic abuse, you know, because a lot of the times narcissists abuse their victims behind closed doors. You know, give me 1 second, you guys. They abuse their victims behind closed doors, so it's like something that's very, like, secretive, you know. And a lot of times the victims are so ashamed, so embarrassed to let people know what's going on. That's how I was. Like, I didn't want to tell anybody that I was being abused by my aunt for all of that time, you know, because she had took me in when I was living in Delaware. I didn't want to tell anybody that she would say those things that she said to me or did certain things, and you know what I mean, make me feel bad about myself, comparing me to her husband, her kids. I didn't want to tell anybody that. I didn't want to tell anybody that I was in, like, had a male friend that would put me down and shame me and call me fat, and then the other borderline that I dated, he would yell at me and scream at me, and you know, I felt embarrassed to tell anybody that, you know. So that's why people, it takes courage and, you know, braveness to come out and say, like, what happened to you, because you know people are going to judge you, you know people are going to look at you differently. But at the end of the day, what I realize is it's not even about how people judge me or what they think of me. It's just about, like, how many lives I'm going to help heal, how many lives I'm going to help change because of my story, and because, you know, because of what I've been through, I can help somebody else become better or heal, or, you know, get away from the person that's abusing them. You know what I mean? That's what it's about for me, you know. So yeah, that's why there's so many videos about narcissistic abuse, because I think people are starting to realize, like, there's a reason why they went through that abuse. It wasn't just because I mean, yeah, we needed it to grow and to become a better person and to know what's out there, the type of people in this world, but it's about how you can help somebody else get through that situation, if that makes sense. So yeah. So thank you for that, Val Shelby. The next comment comes from Audrey H. She says, my ex had someone else before I even moved out. Yeah, that's how they do. Some of them have it within hours, minutes, you know. That's why they always have friends that they're hanging out with, and, you know, acquaintances, because they keeping them in the wings, they're lining people up, so when they're getting ready to replace you. So thank you for that, Audrey. Let's see here. I know a couple of these I already read. I don't want to read the same comment twice. Let's see. All right. So the next comment comes from Robert Sawyer. He says, thank you for this. It is a painful process of letting go of these types of people. You become addicted to the highs and the lows. That's very true. You really, really do. Thank you. And then Robert Sawyer also says, I've dealt with a few narcs. I even married one. She put me through and acts like I don't even exist. I left her and she did a Hoover move by sending a text. It slightly pulled me back. It's a difficult journey, but I knew she didn't really care about me. You can be good at almost everything, and these narcs will try to tear you down because of it. Great video, and thank you. No problem. Yeah, narcs. It doesn't matter how much good of a person that you are. They are not good people, so they project who and what they are onto you. So it doesn't matter. Like, you could be the best person in the world. You could be most loyal, most sweet, most helpful, everything. It doesn't matter, because you're dealing with somebody that is incapable of loving you, period. There's no way you can change that. Only they can change that. All right? All right. So our Arm Candy 37 says, so true. I left my sociopath overt narc husband for 6 months and went back. It was beyond a nightmare. For your information, I don't know about narcissist personalities at this time, and they talk about their exes a lot, but it changes. They will say how terrible that person treated them, and they were so great at all lies. Excuse me. And then it says, and then they will talk about how great the ex was, and when they can't get their way with you, they are awful lies. Yeah, it's called the triangulation, manipulation, and control. That's what that is. When they'll talk about, how great their ex was to make you jealous, to make it seem like, oh, well, if their ex was great, then that means I have to be great because the ex was great. Or sometimes they'll talk about how bad they are to get sympathy from you. So just be careful. And then Rebon affiliate says, love your videos and your voice is soothing. Thank you. Lala Johnson says, was his name Tyrone? I'm just saying oh, Lala Johnson said she wants to know if the person that I was dealing with was named Tyrone. No. So this comment comes from Michael Lewinsky. It was actually a long one. I'm going to go ahead and read it. He says, in a broader sense, it is very hard to know who the narcissist is. The role of the man, woman in society, right, and obligations of a woman or man are not defined. Even the role of the government, obligations and rights are not defined. Normal abuse of a narcissist can be identified. Normal is, but still very bad. I mean, normal that is obviously can be identified, but a society which give women rights, which is not fair to a man, vice versa. Oh, it's not fair to a man, which is vice versa. When a man and a woman split, it is not narcissism for a woman to take the house, half of his money, but it is a narcissism in other societies. Excuse me. In America, women has so much lies over men that men change sex from being man to a woman, like Beyonce, Shakira, Angelina Jolie, Kylie Jenner in the mass deception industry, Olympic transfigure, skaters, Winter Olympics, drag queen like Ice Foley's Vikings and the rise of the paganism, Bigger Little Lies, Tyra Banks, America's Next Top Model, Leona Lewis, The X Factor, Trans Factory, Taylor Swift, Illuminati tranny, Expose the Spice Girls, Illuminati tranny, The Pointer Sisters, Illuminati tranny, Kate Middleton, Illuminati tranny. This is a lot of tranny stuff. So he just writes a whole like examples of what he's talking about. And then he says, propaganda in the New World Order, New Brain, microchip to enslave humanity, Pearl Jam, Illuminati, Don Summer, Amanda Lear, Illuminati tranny, Christine Largie, IMF, Illuminati tranny, Mariah Carey, Illuminati, Celine Dion, Illuminati tranny. So yeah, all this stuff he's mentioning. Trying to see what the point is. All right, so Victoria Beckham admits to looking like drag queen. Simon, the Power, UN ambassador, Illuminati tranny. Da 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 da. So he's basically just mentioning some things, but I didn't really see the point, Michael. I didn't really see where your question is. I think he was just writing some stuff. So if you have like a shorter question, maybe you could send it to me. I mean, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. You're saying that women have more rights in America over a man or something? Because you're saying like a man can turn into a woman. I'm not really sure what the question is. You're saying when a man and a woman split, it's not narcissism for a woman to take the house, half of his money, but it is narcissism in other societies. In America, women has so much lies over a man that men change sex from being man to a woman. Like, yeah, I was confused about that. So if you have a question that's a little bit more simpler, then you could leave it in the comment box. So yeah. So Celinda Burns says, who the hell cares? Just look a problem. off your hand, they be messing around with other sources during the relationship. So with no relationship, it expected. Oh, so Linda's saying, who the hell cares? Just look a problem off your hand. They be messing around with other sources during a relationship. So okay, yeah. Some of these, I don't know. It's just a comment. Okay, so I see that. All right, thank you for that, Celinda. So Lakeisha Coleman. I mean, and you guys, when you leave in questions or comments, like, can you make it a little bit more? Well, with Michael, that was a lot, but keep it simple and you know try to like, I don't really like appreciate the negativity, like I'm not here for the negative stuff. I want to really, I'm focused on like the solutions, and if you have like a genuine question, something that's like simple, please leave it. I don't want all the other drama or negativity. So thank you, you guys. So yeah, Lakeisha Coleman says, thank you so much for the videos you post. I was recently discarded by a narcissist about a week ago. You have really been helping me to cope and heal. God bless you for what you do. Peace and light. Thank you for that. Shalonda Scott says, I was the one that was paraded around. I was the woman that was always posting. Oh, I'm sorry. She says, I was the woman that he was always posting pictures of, mostly in the few months of the beginning of our relationship. I think I was the one to make his ex jealous. He lived with me for a year. He moved without notice. I believe he thought I was going to leave him. He has moved from my hometown and his new life is private. Yeah, narcissists will use you. Okay. Yeah, they'll use you. Like, you're never important to them. Like, you're never important. They're using you to make someone else jealous and vice versa. So hold on just a second, you guys. I've been waiting for this message here. I'm going to be traveling to Jamaica and the Dominican Republic in July. So I'm really excited about that. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm just connecting with my travel companion. We're discussing some things. I'm really, really excited. Hold on. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for being patient. Yeah, they'll use you. They'll parade you around to make someone else jealous. Just remember, narcissists, they can't love, nor do they love you. It's always a hidden agenda behind everything. They're always doing things to get supply from you, and then supply from the ex, and then supply from a potential person. So always remember that. So yeah, thank you for that, Shonda. The next one's is from Alicia C. She says, very true. That was a comment. Dee Dee says, he tried and he failed and was coldly dumped and ghosted 6 beautiful months. Thank you for that comment. Lindy Combs says, I've heard there are not as many female narcs as males, but I disagree, and narcs are abundant in general. Out of our office of 14, we have 7 narcs. That's 50%. I think it's due to the way people have raised their kids since the 80s. A lot of single female households and baby boomers spoiling their children, plus our society problems people to look up to narcissists. And narcissism is rewarded. It's scary. That's true. I agree with that. Let me see, just a second, you guys. One second, you guys. Okay, so Tremella People says you're right. They don't love the new supply, but they will tell you that this new supply all of a sudden is the best thing in the world to them. Not true at all. Yeah, it's fake. It's never real. Dee Dee says, hi, if you want to help as many people as you can, do it for free. Glorify God and He'll reward you greater than your fees. P.S. You are too cute. Thank you for the comment, but I feel like, if I'm putting my hard work out there and, I feel like I should be paid for it. I don't think that I should do it for free. These videos are free, this information is free, but like the products and the video courses and the audio courses, I think that I should charge for that because those are things that can really help people. And I feel like you pay people for things that are valuable, and this information is valuable. This is life-changing stuff. So yeah. But thank you for that comment, Didi. Antonio K says, my ex-narc girlfriend insisted on being friends over and over, but I think it's a supply thing. Yeah, she just wants that attention from you. She doesn't really care about you. She just cares about reaction and, that attention from you. Let's see. Hold on just a second. All right. So our Podola says, I remember her telling me she loved me within weeks of being together. I wouldn't say it back. Now I know it was a part of the plan to mess with me. 12 years later, I'm divorced from her, lost my house and any trust I could have for anyone. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's something that they do. My first narcissist, he told me that he loved me within weeks. And, he even laughed when he said it. So that should have been a red flag right there. But yeah, they'll do and say anything to like get you hooked in the beginning, especially they see that you have the traits of someone that's willing to take the abuse, and maybe you have some assets or things that they want to suck the life out of you. And yeah, they'll do and say anything. And then over time you'll see that that they aren't a genuine person and that they just want to use you and abuse you. So yeah, sorry about that. Thank you for your comment, R. Padilla. The next comment comes from Candace Webb. She says, my narcissist had a baby on me. I'm very sorry. That's terrible. And the other woman told me that he left her and the kid. He told both of us that he loved us. What the F? I haven't talked to him in 2 years. Then his parents died. Thought he would change. I don't know if he did or not. I was with him for 14 years. No one has seen him. Yeah, knowing a narcissist, who knows where they're at? They just live a life full of lies, full of deceit, full of trickery, and it's not good. So try not to worry about him. Try not to even think about him. Yeah, he'll still probably try to contact you or hoover you, but just try to let it go. It's not going to lead to anywhere good. So yeah, hopefully that answers that comment. Beach Life 816 says thank you. Wow. Isabella Rosalita says, that's crazy when you said they don't even love their own moms. My ex-narc told me he loved me more than his own mom. Like, you're tripping. Yeah, they don't care about anybody. That's what you guys have to remember. They don't love anybody. Period. Even if they tell you they do, they're lying to you. They don't love you at all. All right, and then Tina Howard says, yes, even the worst good in the beginning, unbelievable good, then boom. So, yeah, and then Val Shelby says, he sounds codependent to me or confused. These are some of the comments that were left under my videos, in case you guys are wondering. Melly M says, right on point, true shit. Will Love says, I just got out of one with the narc. I don't even know how I allowed myself to be played. Well, try not to be so hard on yourself. Narcissists are really good liars and manipulators, and they could seem like they're normal people. So don't get upset if this has happened to you. I mean, I know it's tough because you feel like you've been fooled and manipulated and all that stuff, but it's all right. You'll get through it. It happens. You're not at fault. But once you recognize that this person is a narcissist and you go back, then it is your fault, and you know, you're accepting it and you're putting up with it, and that's not right. You shouldn't do that to yourself. Nobody deserves to be abused. So next comment comes from May R. Says, when my ex would walk in the room, it got to a point I would physically sick, nasty energy. Yeah, their energy that they carry around, it's terrible. It's just, yeah, crazy energy. Hold on just a second. All right, so let's see here. I am almost done, you guys. Just bear with me. All right, so okay, so I already read that one. I read this one. I read this one. Okay, so FR812 Libra says, I work with a narcissist that broke up with me, and now I got transferred to work close to his new supply, and I have to see him every day, flirt with her, and pick up her to go to lunch. I'm sorry about that. That can be tough. And they're only doing that for let's see. Yeah, it's just for the attention, and they don't care about the new supply. That's what you guys have to remember. They don't care. It's all about them. All right, Old Crone says, Shar is an awesome lady. Love her. Comments, thank you for your channel. No problem. Old Chrome also says, that's why I try to tell people they move on, because they don't have real feelings. Right. We are, on the other hand, have real feelings, are grieving, and need time to heal. It would be hard after a normal breakup, but add the post-traumatic stress disorder into the mix, and it can take a very long time to move on. Yes, indeed. And Tina Howard says, I have to say my childhood was great. I think the narcissist is the one with the problem. The start out is the love bomb, and then you become dependent on those memories, especially if you gave a century to. So yeah, thank you for that, Tina. And then the last comment comes from Monica Hurd. She says, yes, right away. 15 years living with her right away. She's driving the car I helped him get. Unbelievable. Yeah, so thank you for that, Monica. And thank you for everybody that has left me a comment. Again, like I said, it was a while before I had made a video, just because I was, going through something emotionally. But like I said, I gotten through it, and I'm better. And like I said, I'll make an additional video about that. But I just wanted to let everybody know I really truly appreciate all of the comments you leave. But please make sure you keep it simple and leave the negativity out. Like, I don't want that a part of my channel. I'm here to help people heal. I'm here to help people become better, stronger, and a better version of themselves. That's what it's all about. So thank you guys for watching my video. If you have any other questions or comments about narcissistic abuse, please leave them in the comment box, and I'll make another video about it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like the videos. Leave comments. Any suggestions, I'm open to it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.